Good morning and welcome to the first assembly of spring. Well done. Please welcome Mr. Hargraves and the prefects to the stage. Ni hao, nō mai haere mai ki tēnei hui. Good morning everybody, it's lovely to see you here. Well done to all of the staff and students involved in our night of intercultural last night. By all accounts it was a great evening, some great performances, thoroughly enjoyed by all of those watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing it tonight. We have a load of fantastic achievements to acknowledge this morning. As you'll see, we've got a large group of students over to the side here to acknowledge, and also quite a few notices, important notices at the end, some things around school operations that we need to get to, so let's get straight into it. First acknowledgement, Decca Reedy. Familiar to all of us as our superstar skateboarder. Decca has continued as the #1 female skater in New Zealand. Last week, Decca won the senior girls competition at the New Zealand Secondary Schools Skateboard Championship. Her dominance was reinforced with her winning by a huge margin. She also earned the highest score of the day across all events and categories. And Decca is also competing at the Australian Nationals in the school holidays and later at an international competition in Japan to accumulate Olympic qualifying points. Congratulations to Decca for winning the NZ Championship, and we wish her all the best for those upcoming events. Decca Reedy. Well done, Decca, that's superb. Right, Mathx, huge activity at Macleans. Mathx recently had 4 teams compete in the annual Auckland Mathx competition. All 4 teams did extremely well. Our Year 9A team took out first place, and our B team picked up third place 2 minutes later. It's worthy of note, both Macleans teams scored the maximum 100 points, being separated only by time, having answered all questions in 12 minutes for the A team and 14 minutes for the B team. The Year 10 teams fought an even closer battle. Our A team narrowly missed first place, having to settle for second by 6 seconds. The Year 10 B team then secured third place. In the end of the evening, Macleans was the only school competing where every participant was a member of a winning team. Mr. Erie's done an excellent job. Thanks, Mr. Erie, coaching and organising the students. We also thank Mr. Fonseca for his help. And I want to name the student coaches who help out a lot with these teams as well. So I'm just going to read their names here. Daniel Lee, Isla Wang, Wesley Lau, Cherry Lee, Emily Chan, Nancy Zhang and Alston Yam. And I do appreciate the time and effort that's put in by these coaches and other students who help teams throughout the school on our extracurricular program too. Right, let's recognise the students. The first group, the winning team, 9A, Tamsin McCamish, Ethan Liu, Connor Hu Wen, Stella Kim. And if you line up along the front, our B team that came third, Edison Meng, Evo Jing, Kenneth Liu, Andy Tian, Hugo Tan and Ronnie Jiang. Okay, our Year 10s. Team that got second, 10A, Benjamin Chai, Isaac Chen, Eric Shen, Leo Xiao. And in third place, our Year 10B team, Ryan Lee, Roy Luo, Jiyuan Yu, Nathan Jing, Christian Lianto and Eden Wu. All right, again, a round of applause for our winning Mathx teams. Well done. Right, debating. Bruce Jang and Alice Jang recently competed in the Auckland Schools Impromptu Debating Cup, highly competitive tournament featuring 60 teams from all around Auckland. They distinguished themselves by coming fourth in the preliminary rounds, but the best news was yet to come. They won the entire tournament, being crowned champions in the grand final. This is the first time a Macleans team has ever won an Auckland Schools Premier Debating Tournament. Now, before you come across, I've got a little bit more to read here. We also want to acknowledge Bruce for being in the winning team that went to Hong Kong. You might remember a few weeks ago we acknowledged Jay, Alston and Michael. Bruce was also in that team that went to Hong Kong for the International Mathematical Modelling Challenge. Bruce happened to be away in Mexico debating for the New Zealand team at the time. We recognised those other boys. As well as recognising Bruce and Alice, after they come across, we're going to present them and a number of other premier debaters with their gold badges. Right, so if Bruce and Alice come across, we'll give you the trophy and your gold badges. Right, and the other debaters, Amelia Hu, Jay Zhao, Berard Etena Dapur, Nancy Zhang, Nasitha Prasad and Josiah Yoon. Well done to our debaters, particularly Bruce and Alice. That's awesome. Right, other gold badges. Just a reminder, to get a gold badge, that's 3 years in a premier team or group, which represents an awful lot of work, commitment and sacrifice to achieve that. So aerobics, Elaine Lau, Simran Dega, Sarah Rekdal and Isabella Bishop. Gold badges for aerobics. Well done, girls. Fencing, Matt Wang. Well done, Matt. And football, Ollie was away the other day. Ollie Ellis, 3 years in the first 11 football team. Well done, Ollie. Right, girls hockey. These girls have been in the Prem team for 3 years. Jess Baverstock, Kira Borrell, Ella Carroll, Linda Mayberg and Jessica Tuff. Well done, girls. And the boys hockey, 3 years in the Prem team, Sam Bray, Ryan Chandler, Tian Joubert and Alex McCulloch. Right, well done, boys. Okay, gold badges for netball. Greer Gilhooly, Jessica Hewitson and Ian Lambat. Well done, girls. Right, rugby. Kalis was away the other day when we acknowledged the rugby boys, so 3 years in the first 15, Kalis Hempelman. Well done, Kalis. Okay, squash. These guys won the co-ed national title recently. Emily Chan, Tanish Naidu. Well done, Emily and Tanish. Right, touch. 3 years in our Premier Touch team, Trent Martin, Asher Langley, Greg Gilhooly, Will Bolton, Jackson Steele, Saya Loon, Millie Waring and Matilda Gilchrist. Well done, touch players. Yachting, 3 students here to get the Prem badge for yachting, Tyler Marsh, Callum Neuer and Connor Smith. And finally, in this part of assembly, these students are getting a gold badge for 3 years in the main school musical production. Sophia Askin, Nancy Zhang, Matthew Thomas, Ben McLaren and Hannah Liu. Right, well done to our production gold badges. That brings this part of assembly to an end. I think we owe another round of applause to all of those students who have represented the school for 3 years. Mr. Packer, roll check. Right, we'll pause for a very brief roll check there. Thank you.
Morena School. So I just have 2 very important matters to talk to you about this morning. One, whilst it effectively only affects the NCA students, it does affect us all in some way. And the other one's about some network changes. So next week, the exams for NCA students are in mainly IB block over here, but also they'll involve other rooms around the school. So those exam room lists, this is for NCA students, will be placed on the whiteboard by reception and also some of the windows in IB block. The exam timetable is on Schoolbridge, which you will already know. Clashes are on there. If something happens during the week and you're sick or we change your exams, those will also be listed on that same link. So NCEA students are on exam leave for 6 days, all of next week, and also Monday of the following week. If you're a Year 11 student taking an NCEA subject, you will be in your normal classes, except for the exam, and if the exam is in the afternoon, you've got the morning off to study as well. All the rest of you who aren't NCEA students, please respect those exam areas. So there'll be flags and signs, and maybe sometimes you don't notice, but your friends can just remind you if you're needing to move away or making too much noise. NCEA students, if you're sick, you need to email your form teacher, which is standard, your house leader, and your subject teacher, because that's as if it's going to affect an exam. And then we'll organise a new exam time for you, and you'll receive that by email. Now, the second thing I just need to talk about is next week we have some changes to our Wi-Fi. That's how you connect to the school network and the internet. So the government has a company called N4L, Network for Learning, who contracts to all the schools in the country to run their Wi-Fi and some of the other switching technical equipment within schools. So they have decided that next week is our changeover. Every school's changing over to a slightly new system, and they've decided that next week is our week. That would not have been my choice because of the exams, but that's what's happening. So on Monday in form time, if you could all take your devices to form class, and there'll be a link on Schoolbridge, which is just to change to the new Wi-Fi. So when you click on that link, it'll take you to a setup page, and it'll just ask you to log in with your normal school credentials. You will be connected to a new Wi-Fi. At the moment, I think it's called Macleans Guest. You'll be connected to a new one called Macleans Devices, and things should operate as per normal. Simple as that. What can go wrong? Lots. So if it doesn't work for you, first thing is, don't panic. We do have all week to get this sorted, and so both the old Wi-Fi and the new Wi-Fi will work for you. 2 of your teachers in your house are being just trained today just to deal with the little problems that might come up. We cannot afford for the IT office to be inundated with students coming to just say it didn't work for them, so we'll have another system in place. And basically 4.3 at lunchtime is set aside for students who couldn't make it work on that first attempt, okay? So you would go to 4.3, and we'll have some technical crew there just to help you make that change. But I'll keep reiterating, it doesn't have to be done on the Monday at form time. That's when we're going to do as many as we can. Any who fail, you just need to go to 4.3 at lunchtime. This is why I wouldn't have chosen next week. If you're an NCEA student doing a digital exam, we don't want you to be worried or nervous about what's going to happen. So we're suggesting that you just don't do the change. You won't be here for form time anyway next week. Don't do the change until after your digital exam. So you can literally do it straight after your digital exam. Go to Schoolbridge and click that link. We do recommend not leaving it till week 10 because the old Wi-Fi will be turned off, and those of you with some technical knowledge will go, oh, yeah, how do I go to this link if I don't have the old Wi-Fi? So we need it all done during next week. Schoolbridge for students looks like this. So top left-hand corner is the exam information, really important for NCEA students, and your rooming will be there by the end of the day. The next one to the right, which I'll just enlarge that, the next one to the right is the new Wi-Fi link. That won't work today, it'll work at form time on Monday. Thank you very much. Right, thank you, Mr. Goodyear. Right, if we all sit up straight and listen, please. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Amelie and Sabine, who are going to talk to us about the upcoming Caddy exhibition.
On behalf of our Creative Arts, Design and Industry graduating students, we would like to invite you to the Caddy exhibition, which will take place on Friday the 12th of September, 3:30 p.m. Onwards in Mansfield House. The event is a showcase of work from the creative and innovative practices of our senior students across a wide range of disciplines. The exhibition will feature work from textiles, painting, design, photography, computer science, graphics, product design, and hard materials, with catering provided by our hospitality students.
The graduate show is both a celebration of student achievement and an opportunity for our community to see what the Caddy faculty has to offer students here at Macleans. We warmly invite you, your friends, and your whānau to attend and join us in recognising the accomplishments of our graduating students. If you are unable to make the show on Friday, it will also be open between 10 a.m. and noon on Saturday, the 13th of September. Thank you.
Morning. Right, just a couple notices. Well, the second best carnival of the year, Night Safari Carnival, is on today at lunchtime in the Cloud. There will be lots of bands performing and delicious food, so come along for the perfect time to have fun as the term gets busy and stressful. NCEA students, it's the perfect time to rewind and have fun before mocks. And Year 13s, this is your last carnival ever, so make it count. Thanks, and we hope to see you there. Amnesty Day will be happening next Tuesday after sit-down lunch outside Coupe. There will be interactive activities, photo frames, handprint murals, and so much more. Come down to Coupe and learn more about human rights and have a blast. Now, my dad and I like to do movie nights sometimes, and he asked me last night if I wanted to watch Doctor Strange, and I said, no, I've got stranger things to watch. So, yeah. Well, on that note, thanks, sir. On that note, the Macademy Awards is the end-of-year showcase of filmmaking at Macleans College. The top films made in media studies, the filmmaking club, and film competitions like the 48-hour filmmaking weekend will be screened with awards presented for best film, script, performances, etc., as decided by judges from the New Zealand film industry. The event is held at the auditorium with attendees walking the red carpet on arrival with the paparazzi there to take your picture as you arrive. Dressing up is encouraged. Some people come dressed as if it was the Oscars. Equally, this is optional and not required to get in. $10 tickets have gone on sale today. Previous years always sell out in advance, so don't miss out. Here's a trailer with clips from the films that will be shown on the night.
Good morning again. On Wednesday, we had an international student graduation function, and Aaron Huang spoke as a valedictory speaker there. He gave a great talk, which I think has some important insights for all of us. I'd like to invite Aaron to come up and give us the last word. Aaron.
I'm honored to be here today amongst you all to deliver a last word for the 2025 Macleans cohort. I never imagined I'd be standing up at a place like this, speaking to so many people who, like me, are still trying to figure out what's next. Though I don't have a grand theory of life to share, I do have one short story about my time at Macleans. It's about the greatest skill I learned during my time here, and that's adaptability. When I was in year 10, rocking a bowl cut I'd much rather forget about now, I thought my path was obvious, biology. So I made it my dream to secure a place on the New Zealand Biology Olympiad team and ambitiously went off to study for the entrance exam. Spoiler alert, I scored less than 50% on that test. In fact, I couldn't wrap my head around half the concepts you were supposed to know to do well on that test, and to this day, I still don't know what a Krebs cycle is. So come subject selection time, I had to make a decision. Feed my ego and continue bashing my head into the wall that was the Biology Olympiad, or pivot into economics, a field I knew next to nothing about, yet felt strangely drawn to. I chose economics. But let me be real with you for a second, because that journey was not smooth sailing. My first essay, I scored a 3 out of 8. My first 2 years of trying to get into the Econ Olympiad team, I faced tough first-round exits. But through all the mess, I saw that something was different this time. With every rubbish essay I conjured from the depths of my mind, I saw progress. And with every rejection email I saw in my inbox on a Monday morning, I felt growth. So I knew all I had to do was try one last time. And had I never chosen economics over biology, I never would have stubbornly tried to get in for the 3rd time this year. And had I not given it one last shot, I wouldn't have been a part of the 2025 national team. Looking back, that pivot was more than just a change of subjects. It was a realization that when you let go of something that isn't working for you, it's not the same as giving up. Rather, it's making space for something better, even if it doesn't seem that way in the short run. But why am I telling you this? It's because during my time at Macleans, I've learned that the greatest paths are often the ones not on our original maps. The moments where we let go of something that isn't working, that's no longer of value, become quiet invitations that make space for something better, even if it's so difficult to accept that invitation to begin with. And this doesn't just apply to academics, but it's something we can take with us for the rest of our lives. As students, we are proof that adaptability is more than survival. It's what turns the once unfamiliar streets into backdrops of our most cherished memories. It's what helps us find friends in unlikely places who help us grow in ways we never could have imagined. It's what helps us find somewhere we can call home in an environment that's constantly changing, allowing us to build the bridges that connect all our different worlds. So, as we step into the next chapter of our lives, let's not be afraid of getting a little lost along the way. Whether you have some grand 5-year plan already set out, or you're going into it blind and just winging it, it's okay to not get it right the first time, because it's often in these unexpected detours where life's greatest treasures await. Now, like any other last word, it's never complete without an awesome quote, so I'll leave you one from the great Lee Kuan Yew. There's a glorious rainbow that beckons those with the spirit of adventure, and there are rich findings at the end of that rainbow. To the young and to the not so old, I say, look at that horizon, follow that rainbow, go ride it. Not all will be rich, quite a few will find a vein of gold. Dig it out. I've always wished that for myself, and now as you all begin anew, whether it's graduation or just moving up a year, I wish that for you too. Go find that rainbow, go ride it, go dig out that vein of gold. Thank you. And off to period 1.